Most people are not afraid of dangerous men. They are afraid of unshakable minds. A loud man can be handled, an angry man can be provoked, an emotional man can be controlled, but a man who cannot be shaken cannot be steered. And that is what truly terrifies people. Nietzsche once hinted at a brutal truth. The strongest mind is not built by comfort, approval, or belonging. It is built by separation, pressure, and ruthless self-honesty. Not everyone can survive that process. That's why truly strong minds are rare, and why they disturb the crowd without even trying. You don't build a terrifyingly strong mind by learning how to speak better. You build it by learning how not to need to speak at all. Silence is the first weapon. The crowd talks to be seen. The strong think to see. There is a difference. One seeks attention, the other seeks truth. Most people cannot sit alone with their thoughts for 10 minutes without reaching for distraction, music, phone, messages, noise, because silence exposes weakness. Silence shows you the parts of yourself you keep running from. A powerful mind is built by walking toward that discomfort, not away from it. Start here. Remove escape routes. Sit with your own mind daily without stimulation. No scrolling, no background sound, no fake productivity. Just you and your thoughts. At first, it will feel like pressure inside your skull. That is not damage. That is unused awareness turning on. Weak minds depend on constant emotional anesthesia. Strong minds develop emotional tolerance. They don't panic when discomfort appears. They study it. They ask, what is this feeling teaching me? Instead of, how do I get rid of this feeling fast? The second layer is dangerous to the ego. You must stop protecting your self-image. Most people don't want truth. They want a flattering mirror. They build identities like decorations. I'm a good person. I'm misunderstood. I'm different. But a strong mind asks a harsher question. Where am I weak, dishonest, dependent, and pretending? Self-respect is not built by praise. It is built by accurate self-measurement. If you lie to yourself, your mind becomes soft. If you face yourself, your mind becomes sharp. Nietzsche respected the individual who could look at his own flaws without collapsing into self-pity. No self-pity. That rule alone will make you psychologically rare. Self-pity is seductive. It makes you feel special in your suffering, but it quietly removes your power. A strong mind refuses the comfort of victim identity, even when hurt, even when treated unfairly. Not because pain isn't real, but because power matters more than sympathy. The next trait that scares people is emotional control under insult. Most humans are predictable machines. Press ego, reaction. Question status, reaction. Deny approval, reaction. They are readable. That makes them controllable. Practice non-reaction. When someone tries to provoke you, delay your response. Not fake calm, real observation. Watch their need to trigger you. You'll start seeing something uncomfortable. Most attacks are bids for emotional control. When you don't give reaction, you break their script. That unsettles people more than anger ever could. A terrifying mind is not cold, it is contained. There is emotion inside, but it is not leaking everywhere. Like fire inside a furnace instead of fire in dry grass. Another principle: stop explaining yourself to people who have not earned explanation. The weak overshare to be understood. The strong select who gets access. Mystery is not manipulation. It is boundary. When everyone can read you, everyone can influence you. Privacy strengthens identity. Exposure weakens it. Modern culture teaches constant self-display. Nietzsche would have laughed at that. He believed depth grows in solitude, not performance. If you are always presenting yourself, you are never building yourself. Reduce your need to be known. Increase your need to become. A strong mind is built by voluntary difficulty. This is critical. If all your discipline comes from external pressure, your mind stays dependent. You must choose hard things when easy things are available. That rewires authority inside you. Wake earlier than required. By choice. Train when you could skip. By choice. Study when no one checks. By choice. This builds internal command. You start trusting yourself because you see yourself obey yourself. Self-trust is more powerful than motivation. Motivation is emotional. Self-command is structural. Most people negotiate with their impulses. Strong minds issue orders to themselves. No drama, no speeches, just decision and execution. Another layer. Reduce pleasure spikes. This sounds extreme, but it is neurological truth. Constant high stimulation lowers mental endurance. If your brain is used to fast dopamine, slow progress feels unbearable. That destroys long-term power. Lower your stimulation baseline. Less instant reward. Fewer quick hits, more slow work. More delayed satisfaction. After some weeks, your focus deepens like a sharpened blade. People around you will still be chasing excitement while you are building force. This difference becomes visible in conversation. You will notice it. Others will too. Your words become slower, but heavier. You stop talking to impress. You talk to state. That shift alone changes how people react to you. Do you know what truly frightens insecure people? Someone who does not try to win approval. Approval-independent behavior is socially disruptive. It cannot be steered with praise or shame. Nietzsche admired the individual who creates his own values instead of renting them from the crowd. Build your value system privately. Write your personal rules, not motivational quotes. Operational laws. What you tolerate, what you reject, what you never trade. When rules are written, decisions become faster and cleaner. Indecision weakens mental authority. Clear rules strengthen it. Next, train contradiction tolerance. The herd needs agreement to feel safe. A strong mind can stand alone with an unpopular truth without emotional collapse. Practice holding a position calmly, even when others disagree. Not louder, steadier. Volume is weakness. Stability is strength. There is also a social fear most people never admit. They fear people who are comfortable walking away. Attachment is leverage. If you cannot walk away, you can be pressured. Build exit ability in every area: relationships, work, identity roles. Not to become cold, but to remain free. Freedom of exit creates psychological gravity. People feel it even if they cannot explain it. Stop chasing belonging everywhere. Belong selectively. Respect is worth more than inclusion. Inclusion is often given cheaply. Respect is earned slowly. A powerful mind also develops intellectual aggression, not toward people, but toward ideas. Question assumptions, especially your own. Don't protect beliefs because they are yours. Test them because they are yours. Fragile beliefs create fragile minds. Read opposing views without emotional panic. If an idea threatens you, study it. Don't silence it. Mental armor grows from impact, not avoidance. Another frightening trait: delayed emotional disclosure. You don't reveal your deepest fears and desires quickly, not because you are hiding, but because depth is earned access. Fast vulnerability is often unconscious approval seeking. Slow vulnerability is strength with discretion. Control your pace of revelation. There is also posture of mind. Stop mentally bowing to status. Speak to powerful people without internal shrinking. Speak to lower status people without internal inflation. Equalize your inner stance. This destroys social intimidation reflex. Most dominance games collapse when you remove inner submission. You must also train hardship memory correctly. Don't remember pain as injustice. Don't remember it as training. This reframing is not denial. It is weaponization. Pain becomes material instead of identity. Weak minds say, "Why me?" Strong minds say, "Use this." And here is a harsh Nietzschean edge. Stop needing to be liked by everyone. Universal likability is psychological slavery. If no one is ever uncomfortable with you, you are over-adapting. Over-adaptation kills individuality. Allow some misunderstanding. Allow some mislabeling. You are not here to be easily categorized. Build tolerance for being misread. The mind that cannot be socially cornered becomes socially intimidating, even without aggression. And finally, build inner solitude, even in company. You must be able to stand psychologically alone, even when surrounded. Not disconnected, independent. Your thinking does not bend just because the room leans. When you reach this stage, something changes. Your presence becomes heavier. You speak less, but affect more. You react less, but see more. You need less, but build more. People will not say he is strong. They will say, there is something different about him. And they will be right. Most people try to look strong. Very few try to become unbreakable. Looking strong is performance. Being unbreakable is structure. Performance needs an audience. Structure works in silence. A mind that terrifies people is not built by copying confidence tricks. It is built by removing inner dependency. Dependency on praise. Dependency on agreement. Dependency on emotional support every time something feels heavy. You don't remove support from your life. You remove your addiction to it. There's a big difference. Support becomes a gift, not a requirement. Start training psychological self-support. When something goes wrong, delay the urge to run and tell everyone. First, sit with it. Think through it. Write through it. Solve what you can alone. This builds inner authority. Your brain learns. I can hold pressure without collapsing. Pressure tolerance is mental muscle, another trait of a dangerous mind. Decision speed under uncertainty. Weak minds freeze when outcomes are unclear. Strong minds move with incomplete data, not recklessly, but decisively. They understand a brutal truth. Clarity often comes after action, not before it. Train this daily. Make small decisions faster. What to work on, what to reject, who to avoid, where to invest time. Reduce hesitation loops. Long hesitation trains fear pathways. Indecision is not caution. It is often disguised fear of responsibility. Take ownership of outcomes, even imperfect ones. Ownership hardens the mind. Now understand something most people never see. Emotional pain is not what breaks minds. Emotional confusion does. When people don't understand what they feel, they panic. Label your states clearly, not "I'm ruined," but "I'm disappointed," not "everything is collapsing," but "this plan failed." Precise language creates emotional control. Vague language creates emotional chaos. Strong minds describe pain accurately, not dramatically. There is also the discipline of controlled exposure. Stop overexposing yourself to environments that weaken your standards. If certain people always pull you toward distraction, gossip, or low behavior, reduce exposure. Not with hatred, with clarity. Environment is silent programming. Nietzsche believed environment either sharpens or dulls the individual. Choose sharpening spaces, even if they are lonely. Loneliness is often the workshop of mental strength, not permanent loneliness, but chosen solitude periods where your identity stops being shaped by group pressure. If you are never alone, you are always being edited by others. Schedule solitude like training. Another layer. Kill the habit of constant self-justification. Weak minds explain every choice to avoid judgment. Strong minds accept being misunderstood as a cost of independence. You don't need to submit your reasoning to every observer. Justification addiction is approval addiction, wearing logic clothes. Practice saying less after decisions, not rude, just settled. There is also interruption control. Notice how easily your focus is hijacked. Notifications, messages, random impulses. Each interruption trains mental obedience to outside triggers. A strong mind reverses that. Outside triggers must request entry, not command it. Turn off non-essential alerts. Work in protected blocks. Finish tasks before switching. This is not productivity advice. This is cognitive dominance training. Who controls your attention controls your mind. Another uncomfortable truth. Many people keep weak habits because weakness gives them social permission. If you stay undisciplined, people feel comfortable around you. If you become sharply disciplined, some feel judged without you judging them. Your growth will quietly threaten average behavior. Accept this early. Strength creates social friction, not because strength is cruel, but because contrast is uncomfortable. Don't soften your standards to keep everyone relaxed. Respect others. But don't shrink yourself. Train emotional non-urgency. Most reactions feel urgent but are not. Messages feel urgent. Opinions feel urgent. Offense feels urgent. Delay responses slightly. Create a response gap. In that gap, power grows. Impulse speed is weakness. Response control is strength. There is also the practice of internal contradiction testing. Ask yourself, where am I pretending discipline but negotiating privately? Where am I acting confident but avoiding risk? Where am I speaking values but not living them? Alignment creates mental solidity. Misalignment creates hidden anxiety. Every time your actions match your declared values, your mind becomes heavier, more grounded. People feel this congruence, even if they cannot name it. Stop emotional outsourcing. Don't make others responsible for stabilizing your mood. Appreciation is healthy. Dependency is fragile. Learn to regulate your emotional state with movement, writing, breathing, reflection, structured thinking. Self-regulation is psychological adulthood. Another Nietzschean edge. Transform envy into data. Weak minds feel envy and feel shame. Strong minds feel envy and investigate. What exactly do they have that triggered me? Skill, discipline, courage? Then build that trait instead of resenting it. Envy becomes a compass instead of poison. Train discomfort seeking in small ways. Cold water, hard conversations, skill practice where you are bad, public speaking reps, negotiation reps. Each chosen discomfort expands tolerance. Comfort addiction shrinks identity. The mind becomes terrifying when discomfort stops being a stop sign and becomes a doorway. There is also verbal restraint training. Not every thought deserves speech. Not every criticism deserves voice. Speak when it adds weight, not when it releases tension. Many people talk to unload emotion. Strong minds speak to transmit meaning. Weighty speech changes how people perceive you. Control fantasy loops. Daydreaming about success without building it weakens drive circuits. Limit mental movies of future glory. Replace with present execution steps. Vision should guide action, not replace it. Execution builds identity. Fantasy borrows identity. Another hidden strength, error ownership without collapse. When you are wrong, say it cleanly. No long defense, no blame spread, quick ownership, quick correction. This shocks people because ego defense is common. Clean ownership signals inner security. Defensiveness signals fragile identity. Build intellectual solitude too. Develop original thoughts instead of repeating popular ones. Read deeply. Think slowly. Write your own conclusions. Borrowed opinions create borrowed minds. Original thought creates psychological presence. And here is the final core. Build a self you respect in private. Not online, not socially, not publicly, privately. Your private standards decide your mental strength, not your public image. When private behavior is disciplined, public confidence becomes natural. At this stage, something shifts permanently. You stop chasing intensity. You start building depth. You stop trying to look powerful. You start becoming stable. You stop needing control over others. You gain control over yourself. And that, more than aggression, more than dominance, more than charisma, is what quietly unsettles people. Because a self-controlled mind cannot be easily bent, baited, or bought. If this kind of deep mind psychology helps you see strength more clearly, stay connected here. Subscribe, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this with someone building real mental power.